It's Jeremy!
And George.
Hey George, you want to play a game?
Yeah, what's it called?
Hales if I know.
Seriously, what's it called?
Hales if I know.
That's the name of the game?
That's the name of the game. Hales if I know. We are going to ask each other 50 questions. We'll volley back and forth, just like ping pong.
Bing, bong.
And we're going to answer 50 questions in under...
We're going to try to answer 50 questions in under 10 minutes. Or around 10 minutes.
No, we're going to do it in under 10 minutes. And I'm going to try and stump you, and you try and stump me. Ready?
Let's do it. You guys ready? All right, Jeremy, first question. If you had to wear one outfit from head to toe every day for the year, what would it be?
Ha ha! Easy! Gray hoodie and ripped up jeans with a pair of boots. Done! All right, I'm going to stump you, George. You ready? If I'm brand new and I want to get into storage units, where do I find storage units?
To find live auctions, you go to www.auctionzip.com. To find online storage auctions, you go to storagetreasures.com or lockerfox.com. If you had one day left to live, what would you do?
Go to a storage unit auction. This is the #1 question people ask me. Is your real name George?
Yes, my legal middle name is George. What would you do if you won $10,000?
Invested in storage units. What else would you do with $10,000? George, what 3 things should you always take to a storage unit auction?
Photo ID for the registration process.
Yeah.
Locks, multiple locks in case you end up bidding and winning several locks. And...
Oh, Hales if she knows.
And the moolah.
Ah, she knows. I almost won.
If you could trade lives with someone, who would it be?
Easy, 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 easy. Nick Lachey. Because, let's face it, he's living my life and I'm living his life and we're twins, separated at birth anyway. All right, George, if I want a storage unit, how do I pay for a storage unit?
It's going to be cash there.
That's it?
Would you rather give up music or television for a month?
Oh, TV. I haven't watched TV in 20 plus years. I don't have enough time. I actually work...
That includes DVDs, movies, streaming.
Well, TV.
TV?
Yeah, I gotta sing about my George. Mama George! The world wants to know, George, what is the best thing you've ever found in a storage unit?
Money. Is there a show you used to watch as a kid that you would love to see come back?
Ghostbusters. The real Ghostbusters, the cartoon.
Who are you gonna call?
Yeah, remember, never cross the streams. Ever. What's the grossest thing you've ever found in a storage unit?
The grossest thing would be toenails and teeth. Teeth of human or animals. What's a word or a phrase people use that you just can't stand?
What the Hales?
You can't stand that?
Oh, wait. Hales if I know. I was just joking. I don't like foul language at all. It just turns my tummy. The entire YouTube world wants to know how a guy like me got a girl like you.
That's a rhetorical question. Next.
Hales if I know.
Oh my God. Maybe. You're just going to answer Hales if I know for every question? All right, Jeremy. What song makes you dance, especially when no one is around?
Yeah, that was easy. Black or White by Michael Jackson. I'm going to get her on this one. We're going to stump her. What's the best time of the week to go to a storage unit auction?
During the week, during the day, when everyone else is at work.
She's good.
Here's one that I've been wanting to know for a while. Do you have any hidden talents?
Yes, I can fold my lips in half. Ready? Here we go. How much cash should I take with me to the storage unit auction?
Well, that depends on what type of budget you're setting yourself in and how many units you'd like to buy. So for me, for a beginner, I don't think I'd want to spend more than 500. But it's ultimately, it's up to you what your budget is and how much you want to spend.
I thought I had her on that one.
What did you want to be when you grow up?
A Ghostbuster! Again, never crossed the streams. Ever!
You've never grown up.
Oh, yeah. I also wanted to be a camp director, but done did that already. And wanted to retire as a millionaire by the age of 32. And now I'm 41 and gainfully unemployed. What is a cleaning deposit fee or a security deposit fee at the storage unit auction?
That fee is a fee that the storage facility charges you. It could range anywhere from $50 to $200. It just secures that you'll empty out the storage unit, clean it out, broom sweep the unit, and then once that's clean, then you go back to the facility and they refund you back your security deposit.
Oh, she's good. She's good.
Tell us, what are 3 things on your bucket list?
I want to live out of a camper and travel all over the United States, going to the Grand Canyon, to the Redwood Forest, to the national parks, especially Yellowstone. I want to go up to Alaska and see the whales migrate. I want to go to Australia and snorkel the reefs. And ultimately, I'm giving you more than that, but ultimately I want to go to New Zealand, and I would love to just retire there and volunteer. There's a bunch of different camps. Last count, 72 different camps that I could volunteer with and go place to place to place to place. All of this after I finally get you to go skydiving with me. What's your number 1 tip when bidding on storage unit auctions?
The number 1 tip I would recommend is to profile the unit. You want to look at what potential items would be the best return on your investment, what you can do a quick flip on and sell the quickest on whatever platform you feel comfortable selling on. Tell us, what's your favorite kind of food? And don't say food found in the storage units.
Candy! Does that count? Candy canes, maple syrup, gumdrops, peppermint sticks.
You sound like the
candy
elf
corn, candy canes. When did you know you fell in love with what the Hales?
Honestly, by date 3, that's when I knew. And I was like, what the Hales? I never fall for anyone this quick. All it took was 3 dates.
3 easy steps, guys. The book is coming soon.
What is your favorite time of day and why?
Can it be nighttime? What if I bought a storage unit and I don't have a truck and I don't have a trailer? What do I do?
There's a couple things you could do. You could rent a trailer, you can rent a U-Haul, you could borrow a friend's truck, trailer, or you can also ask the storage facility to rent the unit for an additional month. That way it gives you time to sort through the unit, take your time. You can post things online, have people meet you there at the storage facility and just sell things right out of the unit. What is your favorite season?
Fall. Hoodie season.
Gray hoodie season.
Yeah. Where's the best place to sell things that I find in my storage units?
Depending on what the item is, you're going to use platforms like OfferUp, Let Go, Marketplace on Facebook, Craigslist for household items. And then you definitely want to utilize eBay for any antiques or collectibles to get the most bang for your buck. Would you prefer to sleep in or rise early?
Oh, I'm an early riser. You got to get there early and beat everybody else to the auctions.
Because the early bird gets the...
Bacon?
He loves bacon.
Besides everybody wanting to know if your real name is George, the second most asked question that we get in regards to you is, what nationality is George? Is she Asian?
For the last time, I'm not Asian. I'm Egyptian. Which do you prefer, ocean or lake?
Ocean. By far.
You grew up on the lake. I thought maybe both.
I've been to both. You're right. I don't discriminate. You're right.
Water's water.
What the hell do I know about what I prefer? We all know you can do a ninja warrior call, but can you yodel like the auctioneers?
Yeah. Can I get a 200? What I really want to know is, what is the dumbest thing you've ever done?
There are so many and so many near-death experiences. When I was a teenager up on Kelly's Island, a huge storm came in and we had to pull the boats in from the lake. And then I saw something bobbing out in the lake. I grabbed my best friend Paul and I said, "Come on, Paul, we have to go save that person." And Paul said, "We're not going out there in those huge waves." And I said, "If it's you out there, wouldn't you want to be saved?" And so he came with me and we hurried and we put the boat in the water and we went out to save that person. It was a wooden electric spool. Not only that, we forgot to put the plug in the boat. We were sinking as we went to go save somebody we needed saved.
Some of the most dumbest things he's done lately is eating stale food out of the storage units.
George, the viewers want to know, have you personally kept anything from the storage units? And if so, what was it?
I haven't kept anything. I haven't found anything yet keeping. But then again, I'm not a collector. I don't collect things. So ask me that question a few months down the road. How do you think I should describe you to other people?
Oh, that's easy. 3 words. Driven, passionate, and Nick LaHaye! How do you do it, George? How do you find swords every single time?
It's not every single time, but it has been majority of the time. It just happens. I've even found a plastic sword in one of the toy bins. I'm a magnet for swords, I guess. Swords and knives. How big of a deal are special occasions for you?
Every day with you, George, is a special occasion.
Aww.
And so, every day is a big deal.
Hug me, brother.
We're going to stump her this time for sure in Hales If I Know. George, what do you love most about storage unit auctions?
What I love the most is doing storage unit auctions with someone that I can have fun with. Someone that we could do the treasure hunt with.
Who?
I mean, someone that I can do the treasure hunt with.
Who?
That somebody is... What is the earliest memory you have?
Hello, world! I do remember seeing a commercial on TV for tampons and maxi pads. And seriously looking at my dad as a young little child going, "Dad, what is that?" And he took me over to the workshop and honestly told me the truth. And I called him an outright liar. There was no way that could be what happens to a woman's body. For those who have never been to a storage unit auction before, how do I bid?
There's a couple things you could do. You can stand as close as possible to the auctioneer, put your hand up, put your number up, or say, "Yep," as obnoxious as can be.
What about?
That'll get his attention.
What about that thing you do?
No, that's for swords and knives only. What is the worst job you've ever had?
For 2 weeks, I skinned dead cattle and horses. It didn't last very long. A farmer went and actually picked all the dead cattle up in the 5 different state areas, brought them back, and we skinned them, salted the hides, and then chopped up the body parts and sold those off to the dog food companies. It was a bloody mess.
How old were you?
Teenager, high school. If I've already met my spending threshold of what I decided I would spend on a unit, and the auctioneer comes back to me asking me to spend more money, what should I do?
You can just simply look at him and just shake your head or say no or say
Ain't nobody got time for that.
If I asked you to cook me dinner, what would you make?
Easy. Egg salad.
Fart salad?
Fart salad. And that's why she's always crop dusting me. A lot of haters on YouTube say that Jeremy wears a toupee. Is this real or are they just trolling?
Definitely just trolling. That's all his real hair. No hair plugs. No man hair clips.
What's left of it.
No Rogaine. If you could have lunch with anyone in the world, whether they're living or deceased, who would it be?
Adam in the Garden of Eden. I want to swap stories with him and tell stories about what it's like living with the perfect woman but not being married.
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Can you really make a living off of buying storage units and then reselling those items?
Yeah, you can. If you really put forth the effort and you make that commitment, then yes, you can substitute a 9-to-5 salary with reselling for a living. I'd like to ask you the same question. Do you think that people can do this side hustle full time?
Hales, if I know, I'm unemployed. But I know I need a whole lot of help in my unemployment.
Then I'm going to quit my job to help you.
Thank you. I'm definitely going to stump her on this one. I'm about to win, Hales, if I know. Hales, if I know if I'm about to win. I'm about to win, Hales, if I know. George, what's the most romantic thing I've ever done for you?
That's a hard question to answer because almost every day he does something sweet for me. So it's hard to pick what the most romantic thing is.
That sounds like no answer whatsoever. That sounds like I'm winning. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like a cop-out answer.
What are some of your pet peeves?
Selfishness, 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 and selfishness.
Selfishness, got it.
Can't stand it. So if I buy a storage unit auction, George, how much time do I have to move everything out of there?
That depends on the policy of the storage facility. Some give you 24 hours, some give you 72 hours. Some may even give you a week, but if you need more time, obviously the option to rent out the unit for an additional month is always a good idea.
Oh, she's getting better at answering these questions.
If you could have any superhero power, what would it be?
Oh, that's easy. Oh, easy, easy, easy. I would want to have the ability to read minds. And you want to know why?
Why the hells would you want that?
So I could understand your mind and sweep you off your feet.
You've already swept me off my feet.
Apparently I'm doing okay. What about you? What superpower?
For me, a superpower would be to have a photographic memory. To be able to look at something, read something once, and be able to have that vivid, everything vivid in my mind.
What's the first question? The very first thing I said to you when we met each other on a dating app.
That you thought my profile was fake?
Wrong. I asked her this very question. If you could have any superpower in the entire world, which would you choose and why? And she doesn't remember.
My memory is getting bad, so if I could have that photographic memory, that'd be great. What is the best gift anyone has ever given to you?
The gift of laughter. How can it get any better than that? It's like medicine for the soul. If I'm at a storage unit auction and I just bought a unit and then somebody approaches me and they want to buy something, one item, two items from the unit, am I allowed to sell to them?
Once you pay the storage facility in full, cash, you could do whatever you want with the unit. It's legally yours. So if you want to sell an item from the unit that same day, then absolutely you can. If the alleged previous owner is there and wants to try and buy the unit back, then assuming that you didn't have any affiliation with them and you had no idea that they were going to be at the unit, then you can do whatever you want with it. If you were going to sing karaoke, what song would it be?
Oh, Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. I fell in the ring of fire.
Sing into the mic.
The flames went high. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames, they went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. 'Cause it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. The ring of fire. You obviously spend a lot of time on YouTube, replying to comments and creating content. Do you personally have a favorite YouTube subscriber?
I don't have any favorites. I love you all. I love you all.
Dramatic pause on that one.
I know you love your sweets, so tell us, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Toff's pumpkin pie ice cream. We actually just took a trip to Toff's in Sandusky. We traveled 2 hours to go get pumpkin ice cream in December. Beginning of December. They were sold out
by Thanksgiving.
We were a month and a half late. Broke my heart.
Not even a month, like 3 weeks.
Broke my heart.
3 weeks. Toff's is the oldest dairy in Ohio.
Yeah, you're right. 3 weeks. I was way off on my math. I never said I was good at math. Ever. Ever. I got a master's degree without one math class. We'll get her this time. All the male subscribers, they asked me to just ask you this question. Will we ever get to meet your sister on What the Hales?
Yeah, we can arrange that where she could make a cameo appearance. Maybe one day. Do you like to plan things out, or do you like to be spontaneous?
Ooh, both. Gotcha there, didn't I? Gotcha. Have you ever thought about taking someone under your wing and mentoring them in the fine, disciplined art of buying storage units?
For me, I'm still learning, but I'm more than willing to take anyone under my wing that wants to know. I'll be able to share the knowledge that I've learned from you, of course. It would be a team effort.
Oh no.
Team tutorial.
The student has become the teacher.
Tell us, what is your biggest fear?
Okay. Well, I can tell you what it's not. It's not eating items from storage units and having an overdose and dying. It's definitely not that. It's not having a previous owner show up and threatening me with a gun. It's not that either. It's, Probably my biggest fear is living a life that never mattered and never made an impact.
Good answer.
Lots of viewers and subscribers state all the time, storage units look so much fun going to the auctions and they would love to go with us. The question is simply this, is it as fun as it looks in the videos, George?
Jeremy and I like to have fun no matter what we do. So in the video, we try to make it fun for the viewers, obviously. But behind the scenes, it is a lot of work. It is a lot of dedication. There's a lot of heavy lifting of items in the unit. There's a lot of sorting and...
Sorting or sorting?
Both.
Swording.
If a network company approached you and wanted to make a movie about your life, who would play you in the movie?
Nick LaHaye!
What if people don't know who Nick LaHaye is?
Oh.
Who's Nick LaHaye?
Oh. Nick LaShay!
Who's Nick LaShay?
Oh. Brad Pitt, because we have the same chiseled chin. Viewers want to know, since our kids are grown and out of the house, and since they assume storage units is work, what do we do for fun outside of storage unit auctions?
Outside of storage unit auctions, and depending on the time of the year, in the summer times, you'll never catch us at home. We like to find our own adventures and explore new places, go hiking, watch sunsets, love to watch sunsets, try new restaurants. What is a movie that you could practically quote from beginning to end?
Lord of the Rings, all three, and The Hobbits.
Really?
Every single line, and the behind the scenes. Everything. All 9 hours per movie. Does weather have a factor in storage unit auctions?
It can, because if a lot of people get cold easily, or if they don't like being out in the rain, they're going to stay. And the chances are less people will show up to the auction and higher chance for you to win them all. What is one job you would never do?
Hales if I know. Probably making videos for YouTube. Never.
Thought that you would ever do this?
Well, I never thought I would do it. But, oh, you want to know what I would never do?
Yeah.
Anything
never do?
illegal or immoral, I would never do. You fill in the blank. Inquiring minds want to know, George. Especially one specific inquiring mind. When are you going to go full time with What the Hales?
I would love to go full time and work for What the Hales yesterday, but the goal is to pay off all of my student loan debt and to save up 6 months worth of my income. So the goal is to shoot for 2020. All right, I know you have a sweet tooth and you love your junky snacky snacks, but if you could choose to eat either donuts or chips for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Depends on if it's an Amish donut by Miller's Bakery or if it's Lay's Stack 'em Original Chips. Does that count? Is that part of the question?
It could be only one or the other.
Miller's Bakery Amish donuts for the rest of my life. George, this is probably the most important question you've ever been asked in your life. Are you ready?
Let's hear it.
Will you be my bestie for the resty and wear this candy ring in honor of winning and twinning Hales if I know?
My favorite. Cherry! Yes, I will wear this ring pop ring.
She took long enough to answer.
Want some?
This has been Jeremy.
And George.
Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell so you get notifications. Give us a like. And if you dislike us twice. Let everybody know how much you dislike us. And don't forget to leave a comment. And share it with anyone. Everyone. And remember,
adventure awaits. You gotta go out and find it.
It's Jeremy.
And George.
Hey, George, you want to play a game?
Yeah, what's it called?
It's Hales if I know. I screwed up completely. All right, I think I got her this time. Wait, hold on a second. I haven't even asked her one yet.
If you could trade lives with someone, who would it be? You got an eyelash. Make a wish. All right, what I really want to know is, what is the dumbest thing you've ever done?
I just had my finger up my nose pretending.
I think you're handsome. If you could have lunch with anyone in the world, whether they're living or dead.
You had to look down for the in the world. If you could have lunch with anyone in the world. I'm waiting for you to finish the question. Living or dead.
Cut. If you could have lunch, maybe even cook them lunch, your infamous fart salad. If you could have lunch with anyone.
Why do you have to look at the phone for that?
Because I have bad memory. If you could have lunch with anyone in the world, living and or dead, who would it be?
Adam from the Garden of Eden. Before Eve was there. I just want to get his take on what life is like without a woman.
Oh my God. Tell us, what is your biggest fear?
You're not going to believe this, but cute puppies. Cute puppies. It's horrible because they're like And then you just want to take them all home, and you want to love them, and you want to hold them, and you can't do that. You just can't. We're not puppy people. We're not puppy people. So I fear puppies. That and finding dead people in a storage unit.